You know what we're going to do?
What?
We're going to do a little cannonball cash.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go, baby!
He's crazy!
Oh, God, that's cool.
Sprint outs and conversions for Keegan Murray and company. So don't let me down. Whoop, I think the sledgehammer just broke. Hawkeyes, hopefully that is not an omen. I'm loving Iowa tonight. Here's the deal. I know the wind's blowing out. I could get gusts upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour, and it's just rare. On a chilly day like it is right now on the north side, temperature is expected to be 42 degrees at first pitch, and that wind coming out of the west-southwest. So if you know the orientation of Wrigley Field, you know that would be pointing to the northeast of how the stadium is structured with your cardinal direction. So that west-southwest wind will blow directly out of center field in a little shade to right field.
Was he a meteorologist?
Yeah, he's using that degree. He's using that degree.
So I get to use it every time.
That's why I'm telling people to listen.
In bonus time, the Jets are going to hit the over on 5.5 wins as a result at -135.
Listen, I don't know what's more interesting, you choosing Sauce Gardner or the Jets over 5.5 wins. Let me find out you got some family in New York that you grew up a Jets fan when you were younger, man. Come on, Brad.
No. What immediately jumped to my mind is that low-grade beaver tranquilizers needs to be my fantasy team name this year. So, because that was one of the substances.
Who knew? Yeah.
Like, really, bro?
Zach Edey has been godlike in this NCAA tournament. Of course, he beat you inside and on really both ends of the floor, but his kickout game has been so damn good the entire season. And Purdue, as a club, they're naming over 40% from distance here in the month of March. I think the Boilers are going to exercise all the demons of last year and make it to Arizona.
I understand that Urban Meyer is no longer riding around on a Segway and tactical jean shorts, yelling at his players saying, "Get some! Get some! Get some! I'm a terrible coach. Daddy want, daddy need, daddy gotta have it. I am Sledgehammer." How you doing, girl? Hey, let's go to the NFL and tie up our money for months on end, interest-free, guys. How about Joe Burrow to lead the NFL in passing yards at 8-1 odds? I think this is entirely possible, and really a nice value there on the board. You know, coming off the myriad injuries, a guy that can really sling it. You saw what he did his last full season back in 2022, over 4,500 passing yards. Back in 2021, over 4,600 passing yards. Didn't lead the league in either one of those years, but a guy with a tremendous deep ball accuracy, and he still has Jamar frickin' Chase as his #1 go-to guy, along with T. Higgins, my guy Chase Brown underneath out of the backfield, Trent Irwin taking over the slot for Tyler Boyd. So Joe Burrow, stay healthy, and if that is accomplished, you could lead the league in NFL passing yards. Well, I say sprechen Sie Deutsch with Herman of the New York Yankees. That might have been a little of a stretch. Only German I know besides sauerkraut, to be honest with you. Hey, man, we swept the Final Four, and all I'm thinking about today, two things. One, the national title, and two, don't stare at the sun, you clowns. Look, I wrote about this on thegamingjuice.com over the weekend. Give me the over there at plus money. I don't see him being a top 5 guy. I know there's a lot of smoke out there right now, but there are a lot of smoke screens as well. Believe absolutely nothing this late in the game from what you're hearing, even from very reputable reporters in the NFL. You know, maybe he goes at #5 overall. Maybe somebody else extends that go gadget arm and takes him inside the top 5. But I think ultimately you could see his value slip, likely to Minnesota at #11. A little smoochy on Kikuchi, DG. Active hands, Darius Garland. Active hands. I need 2 or more steals. This number is way too low in my estimation. Now, there's a lot of counter arguments suggesting the under is the correct play. You look at Dallas, the 5th hardest projected strength of schedule. They have a suspect projected offensive line. And the secondary analytics of Zeke Elliott, he was outside the top 35 total missed tackles forced last season with New England, and also with yards after contact per attempt. But again, this number is so dang low. And with Dak and CeeDee Lamb stretching defenses, Ferguson going to be heavily involved as a tight end target as well. I think he will see some sizable holes to have vintage Zeke performances enough for him to hit that over.